Jonathan, I thought you liked Vrabel.
That's a good point.
He didn't know his name.
He knows his name, he just doesn't know how to say it.
That's a good point. And Vrabel, I think he's one of the...
I told you he knows his name, he just doesn't know how to say it.
Straight to the action, there's a lot going on. Trying to lock these predictions down, right? Call me John. I'ma talk to Jared, cause he might keep me calm. Had my top pick for this week, but he bombed. Caleb said he had a weak week, but he's strong. Jonathan said he repeat, now it's on. In love with the game, who you got, can I wait? Drop by the dorm, come and watch, it's the babe.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dorm Debate Podcast, and welcome to Season 6 of the Dorm Debate Podcast. Round of applause for us.
Let's go!
We are now post-grad going for the PhD, is that correct?
Yeah. Yep, that is
I
it.
wish.
Doctorate degrees, here we come.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Never stop
Anything to stay in the dorms, dude. I just love these dorms. I love them. I'm going to keep making mac and cheese in the microwave, sharing a huge bathroom with everybody on the floor.
Oh, yeah, I love shower sandals, wearing them
God.
with my little shower
caddies.
tote, shower
night.
caddy.
Actually,
Yeah.
that reminds me, I should get new shower sandals.
Oh, man. Well, so this is our first episode. We are about a week away from the season starting. The first game is, Cowboys-Eagles?
Yeah, Cowboys-Eagles, big start.
Woo!
That'll
We
be
got
fun.
Caleb on his Super Bowl parade, and Jonathan just came off of one of the saddest days of his entire life. I say we get into that first, but the whole podcast is mainly going to be us predicting each division in the AFC and the NFC. We're going to pick who comes in first and who comes in last in each division. But since the big news came out and we have our faithful, diehard Cowboys fan here, we got to ask him, Jonathan, how are you feeling about this Micah Parsons trade to the Green Bay Packers? Did you like the haul that you got? Kenny Clark, a D tackle, and 2 firsts. Not bad, but how do you feel about Parsons' departure?
Initially, I was very shocked about the news because Jerry said he wouldn't trade him, and there's a history of him not paying players soon and then waiting till the very last second and then paying them before the season starts or before game one. So I thought it was going to be a similar situation, but to much of my surprise and many other people's, he traded him. And I was pretty disappointed when I first heard the news. But then he had a press conference after, and I respected that. He explained his thought process and what went into that decision making. Look, Micah Parsons is a great player. He was probably one of the top game changers in the NFL in terms of defense. But one big thing Jerry said was we have to stop the run as Cowboys, as a Cowboys team. We have to stop the run. And with a pass rusher like Micah Parsons, it's like teams can easily just target, giving the ball to somebody, just running. But like if you don't pass as often, then how much can Micah Parsons do? So you're asking to pay a guy a significant amount of money, and then that's going to take away from the overall team getting better players, or not better players, but getting other players that can complement this great offense and complement a decent defense. I kind of like his logic in the sense that we get Kenny Clark. He's a defensive tackle inside. He can help out. He's not. He's okay, but something to look out for is the future 4 first-round picks over the next 2 years. I think there could be promise there. Obviously, it depends on who we get. But Cam Newton said this earlier. We're not going to know who won this trade until maybe 2 or 3 years. It could take that long, depending on who we get and depending on how well they pan out over the next couple of years. So, based on where we're going, I think adding 3 or 4 top players in the draft, you never know who those players could be. There's potential for the Cowboys to, be a dominant team in the next few years with those picks. And so I know many people are upset now, but listening to Jerry, I think there's some logic behind what he did. And again, Micah Parsons is a great player, but at the end of the day, how far have we gotten in the playoffs in the last 4 seasons he's been there? I mean, he's had a good amount of sacks and everything, but still, when the important times happen, like our defense can't stop the cold. You know what I'm saying? And so, I kind of like this in the sense that we can get more players, more. If it's defense that we're really concerned about, let's get more defensive stars and defensive tackle. A couple linebackers maybe. Who knows? But he also said we could also use those picks now. Who knows? Maybe there's another game changer out there that we could acquire and make us Super Bowl ready today. That's an option. So that's why Jerry Jones is a great business owner. It's all about optionality, giving yourself many options. You don't want to just go one way. Micah Parsons, the average person, the average Cowboys fans, pay Micah Parsons, be done with it. But I like the way Jerry thinks. That's why he's been successful. He's worth over $16 billion. He likes game theory in a sense. He likes to think about all the different options. If this happens, this will happen. If this happens, that will happen. If that happens, that will happen. He did acknowledge, though, they tried to pay Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons negotiated directly with Jerry. And then, I guess, after they got to a number, he's like, actually, don't call me anymore. Speak to my agent. But Jerry did all the work. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, come on, man. This guy's an owner. He's been being nice, negotiating with you. He's going to make you the highest non-paid quarterback. And you guys get done at the negotiation table, and then you're like, actually, talk to my agent. So Jerry was I think he's a little bit upset about that. But still, at the end of the day, I'm excited about the future prospects of the Cowboys. So sad to see Micah go, but I'm excited to see where we're going in the next few years, or who knows, even now with those picks. So.
Well, I'm glad that you have some optimism because
I
was honestly surprised because I thought you would be pretty pissed at Jerry. I think the key you said is about using those first rounders now, because my overall feeling is that it was a bad trade. Now, the only thing that I would side with Jerry on is the fact that Micah Parsons was just paid by the Packers an enormous amount. He's now the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, which means he's the best player other than a quarterback, which is crazy, which isn't true. There's other better players out there. He's good. But also, why would you trade away Micah Parsons? Yes, you need to stop the run, but how are you going to get sacks? Because you have a new head coach, and this new head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, is more of an offensive mind. So by help an offensive mind, you don't get rid of a defensive player because he doesn't have the defensive mind to be able to overcome losing such a good player and being able to scheme around it. He's more focused on the offense. So he does have a defensive coordinator to help him with that, but it's just not how you help a first-year head coach. Plus, Deron Bland, who missed most of last season, and Trayvon Diggs, who missed most of last season, they're back. Like, I don't understand why you guys are investing in the future. With the state of the NFC conference right now, it's open. And I think in 2 years from now, maybe when those draft picks actually go into effect, you said Cam Newton said 2 or 3 years, we'll know who won the trade. By that time, the NFC is going to be stacked. Jordan Love is going to have more time under his belt. Ben Johnson with Caleb Williams is going to have more time under his belt. J.J. McCarthy, Jackson Dart's going to be a starter in 2 years. Like, your time is right now. Jaden Daniels is going to have 3 years under his belt. Like, why would you? I just don't know about the timing. And I know Jerry's a good business owner and things like that, but I'm sorry, you got to figure out how to pay this guy. I mean, this is your chance to win. I'm going to have the Cowboys losing the division. I'll say it right now. They're going to lose the division.
The thing is, John, and again, that's why I'm going back to the business standpoint of Jerry Jones. In business, there's a common phrase, it depends. There's a lot of factors.
Yeah, but that's just a cop out to just saying I don't know what the answer is right now. Yeah, like literally, you could just say that every time. Oh, I'm just considering all the options. You want everything. I mean, this is all shit. It's all chicken shit.
I mean, we don't know what we don't know. Okay.
That's also
that's exactly the next words that come out of your mouth.
Well, the thing is, like, we're saying this now, but the next player could be name some. Think of all the top defensive,
but these picks, these first round picks are going to be.
Past 2 years.
These first round
Aaron
picks
Donald
that you're getting.
This could be an Aaron Donald we get. This could be like
you know how rare it is. Plus, the first round picks that you're getting are in the mid 20s. Packers are going to be freaking good. They're going to get. You're going to get like a 24 out of 32. So they're going to finish. And if they do even
I keep
better,
hearing people say that. Nobody knows what will happen. I mean, let's hope. I mean,
no,
I'm not
but
wishing
you know they're gonna.
unhealthiness
You know
upon
they're
anybody.
gonna make the playoffs.
What if
They were
Jordan
winning
Love
no one
with
knows.
Malik
Hey,
Willis.
what
With
if
Malik
Jordan Love-
Willis, they were 3-1.
Well, what round was Micah Parsons? Micah Parsons
First
draft, like, because he was that talent that people like. You know what I mean? I understand. I think
Tom
for
Brady.
the trade.
He's
Yeah,
drafted
I mean, yeah, you're right. But like the hype that went into Micah Parsons, we probably recorded this. Like the Cowboys got a guy like Aaron Donald. I mean, Aaron Donald's no one, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like it's shifting the table. I mean, a year ago, y'all were very close to. Well, I don't think it came out well, but like people thought going to the Super Bowl. You know, I mean, my take is still Jerry Jones is the fundamental flaw in the Cowboys. Jonathan, have you seen the Netflix? I've only seen clips, but he has a Netflix thing with Jimmy Johnson. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen. I want to that because
Okay.
it's highly rated.
I'm curious. Once you see it, we should do a video to see what your take is. Because I've only seen clips on Netflix's TikTok, and it's like just about the drama. For those who don't know, it's about the Jimmy Johnson. It's the Cowboys of the '90s, but then the drama of Jerry kicking out Jimmy Johnson and the players. And I'm amazed he signed up for it. But it's like the debate about who. I mean, giving credit to Jimmy, not. I mean, it's quite an eye opener into the mind of Jerry.
Jerry loves
right?
having the power, so
And that's the fundamental thing.
Guys, I hear what y'all are saying, but I keep on hearing people saying, "Oh, we didn't get the 20th pick, and it's not going to be that good." What? After we've seen Tom Brady, after we've seen all these great players in the NFL, history
Jonathan,
that have been
I mean,
late
how
rounds.
many
You're
players?
saying,
How many
"Oh,
players get
nobody
picked
knows
in the
it's gonna be
6th
good."
and 7th round?
What?
Like 6th and 7th round, 5th, 6th. Yeah, Brock Purdy was amazing, but like, I'm just saying it's rare. Yeah, you're right. It could happen, but it's just like
No,
you
can
have
get
a guy right here, Micah Parsons, who is really
that's
good.
it. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is
What pick number was Patrick Mahomes? He's like 15 or something.
No, like you can get talent deep, but it's like you're doing all of this to then potentially try to get another Micah Parsons anyway when you have him, and then you try to get another Micah Parsons in the draft, and then you refuse to pay him again. You know, like it's just you're just shifting.
Yeah.
It's like that's what I mean by the fundamental isn't there. Because I was with you. I was surprised they didn't get a deal done after Terry McLaurin got his deal, Trey Hendrickson got a deal, and like you said with Jerry Jones, he did eventually pay Dak. I don't think he really wanted to, but he got it. I mean, from my eyes, as difficult as he can be, he got it done. I was surprised, that he let him go, and that's my point. Is like I actually think the trade on paper is good. Kenny Pickett, not Kenny Pickett. Like what the Cowboys got was good, and you can parlay that into something more. Yeah. I just think fundamentally is that issue. It's like a year from now you want to get another Micah Parsons-esque player. Like the process is going to repeat itself because of, I think, unfortunately, Jerry. I don't think the trade's terrible. The injury, people coming back from injury is a big point, but the NFC East, at least, the offenses are some of the strong. I mean, the Eagles are kind of an exception, but the offenses are getting stronger. For years, you could count on the Commanders being weak, and then it's like, you just win a few games, Cowboys and Eagles, sometimes the Giants, the Giants a lot. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the fundamental is still there. It's like a year from now, you get another Micah Parsons. Then you don't pay him 4 years later. Then it's like, I think you'll see. But for the short term, are you really trying to win a Super Bowl with these pieces now when you give away a guy, your X factor player like that? I don't know.
Well, the last thing I'll say is, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. It's been 4 years this guy's been here, and don't get me wrong, he's made a big impact, but like, where are we? No Super Bowl, no NFC Championship. Let's try something different. That's what Jerry's mind is. Let's try something different.
Yeah, well,
rather than paying him max, giving him like a significant contract. Another good option would be, let's get 4 first-round picks in the next few years, and maybe we can get 4 Pro Bowl type players, excellent all NFL players.
You think quarterback too at some point?
It could. Hey, Arch Manning.
Oh, dude, what do you mean? You would have to come in last.
No, but if you give
They're
3
gonna suck
first round
this
picks,
year.
if you give away 3 of your first round picks to get Arch Manning as the Cowboys, I mean that's almost too juicy.
There's
for
a lot
Jerry
of
to
options.
resist.
See what I'm saying? There's a lot of options. That's the whole point. That's the beauty of it. Because
So for this
All
year,
right, so
Micah
let's
would've
see
been
if he
pitchable.
does
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
If he
We-
doesn't do right with these options, then he should be out.
we would have been pigeonholed if we signed Micah. Nope, we would have sucked again the next 4 years. I mean, that's the reality of it. That's what Jerry's trying to say in a
No, I
nice way.
think you had a
What-
good
what-
defense.
Did you guys see what Jerry Jones? Again, this is what Jerry Jones said that Micah Parsons' agent told him. You guys see that? Travis and Kelsey and Jason Kelsey reacted to it, and Jerry in a press conference said that allegedly Micah Parsons' agent told us to stick it up our and then
Really?
And it's like like he said that. Like you can find it. We'll add it for TikTok.
And I
get
kind
the
of
audio.
I kind of see, and I kind of understand what Jerry's saying.
If that's true, I mean that's what Jerry's saying.
Yeah, I'm kind of understand what he's saying in terms of his agents. Like David Mulugeta from Athletes First. I did a video on that on TikTok a year or so ago about all the NFL agents. David Mulugeta, Athletes First. That's Micah Parson's agent. I get what Jerry's saying. The middleman is kind of annoying, right? You just want to deal directly with the player rather than having the middleman just collect his extra money. Because at the end of the day, I mean, you can act like you care about the player, but at the end of the day, he's for the money. Like he's trying to get his pay, right? Jerry's saying he actually cares about the players. He wants to negotiate directly with them and give them that deal experience. Michael Parsons is going to retire in the next 10 years at least, 10, 15, I don't know.
Business experience.
So he's giving business experience, negotiation, all that. And that's a good experience. So Jerry's trying to help him out. See, some people aren't thinking long term. He's just thinking immediate. He's trying to negotiate with you, man. He's trying to help you out. You can write that on your resume. I negotiated with Jerry Jones my own contract. Could you imagine that?
I could never thought of this.
Could you imagine that? I negotiated with the.
I mean,
I think he'll be.
It's like with Lamar and the Ravens, right?
He'd be fine if he didn't,
Yeah, he probably won't have a job after the 10 years in the NFL. I think he'll be okay.
I applaud the uniqueness of that point of view.
Did you see?
I mean, look at Tom Brady. I mean,
did you see he retired his mom?
Yeah, he could have done it. With
I know he could have done it. He could have done it like 8 years ago. I mean, that's still nice.
8 houses later, you finally got your mom.
I mean, going like 5 a.m. to go work at Wendy's. He's just like, son, please.
Holy cow!
2 private
like,
planes.
Finally,
she's still working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's like, son, I'm not going to ask you for anything, but I got to clock in right now.
Good Lord.
It is nice. Where does Josh, if Micah sees this, where does Josh? And I'm sure she's been fine.
Do we want to go into the NFC then and just go right into the NFC?
Yeah, because I was going to ask what you think, how you think Cowboys will do. So let's just jump into it.
So on to the division predictions. We'll start with the NFC. The NFC East, because we were just talking about them. So we'll go through each person. We'll name their team that comes in first and teams that come in last. So mine, just to preface, no team has won back-to-back NFC East titles since 2004.
It had to come up.
And every time the Eagles did do it.
6 years.
But the Eagles did do it. 6 years, dude. It's been a lot of years.
21.
I think I've gotten it right every single time. So obviously it's going to be a new one. For a reminder, the Eagles won last year. So the Commanders, Cowboys, and Giants are up for grabs for the number 1. Eagles are going to have that Super Bowl slump and come in second. But you're still probably going to win a Super Bowl, but you're just going to have to work a little harder. So I will be going with number 1 is Washington Commanders. And in last is the New York Giants.
What the hell? What? Have you seen our preseason stats?
For those listening, there's
most points scored.
I think
in the
preseason is the key word there. Preseason.
It's kind of like,
you know what?
It's kind of like Magic Johnson.
Whoa. You know who the Giants play in Week 1? The Commanders. I think the Giants will beat the Commanders in Week 1.
Are you doing your upset pick now?
I mean, I might as well.
Okay.
Wait,
it's kind of like
we're not even. Are we even doing an episode like before the season starts? Or
probably
no?
should.
Probably should. I don't know. We'll see.
So anyway, I am going with the Eagles to win the division. I think the streak ends. The Eagles are just too good. As long as they stay healthy and Saquon stays healthy, they will win the division. I like the Commanders, but it's going to be tough. They were starting to heat up towards the end of last season. So I'm actually really interested to see with Debo there. Terry is paid. They got rid of Brian Robinson, but I think that, Eagles will still win it. And I have the Cowboys coming in last with the departure of Micah Parsons. They had the second worst scoring defense last season, third most penalized team. I don't think any of that changes. Their defense is going to be terrible. And honestly, it's going to be a rough season. Sorry, Jonathan.
It's okay. So I'm
It's okay.
like, look, at the end of the day, we all saw the Super Bowl. We all saw the Eagles. The Eagles are going to win again. They're going to win this division again. They're just too dominant. Unless something crazy happens, like somebody gets injured Saquon Barkley or something.
Yeah.
And I don't want again. I
Madden
don't wish that
curse.
upon anybody.
Madden
I don't wish
curse,
that
yeah.
upon anybody. But
know.
he did get like he worked. He was a workhorse.
480 touches.
Yeah. So look.
You're speaking the right language here.
If he
I'm
wins-
trying to help you guys. I gave the stat. I didn't need to. I gave the stat again just to reaffirm. And you still are going to pick Eagles.
Well, I'm trying to be optimistic for, just to be a good person. So assuming nobody gets injured or anything, Eagles should win again. They're just too dominant on all sides of the ball. Like, nobody can stop them, okay? They're just too good in that division. Okay. And, John, you're funny. It's kind of like Magic Johnson a few years ago. Remember when the Lakers drafted Lonzo Ball, and they won the Summer League championship or whatever? And Magic Johnson's happy. Yes, he looked in the camera. Yes, we are back. Lakers are back, and all that. They sucked that season, the regular season. So, John, I appreciate the preseason. I love the enthusiasm, but the Giants are still gonna suck.
I'm not saying that the Giants aren't gonna suck. I'm just saying the Cowboys are gonna suck more.
Well, the thing is, at least we have Dak. Dak is like one of the highest paid players in the NFL.
Yeah.
You forgot about that?
Have you seen
Dak,
Malik?
CD, and George.
Malik
Still like
Neighbors
Dak?
is better than CD.
But you have to give him the ball.
I agree.
Russell
Oh
Wilson.
no,
Caleb,
no.
there
I agree.
you go.
Neighbors is that.
You're
guy.
talking about the number one Cowboys hater.
No, but I don't like the. I'm indifferent. I don't like the Giants. I mean, Malik Neighbors is that guy. Well, just wait.
He is good, but you gotta get him. Like, you have to be able to get him the ball. Okay.
We got
who's
an
running back?
upgrade at quarterback.
All right, who's your running back?
Tyrone Tracy. He's better than your running backs. Who's your running backs?
All you do is force them to run the ball, and then not gonna they don't
Just
have any.
force Dak to throw.
We have Zeke.
All right,
Forgot
let's
about that?
get to Let's
Anyways,
get to Caleb.
we have
yeah.
two. Y'all forgot about this. Not only do we have
we can talk all night.
Time out. Not only do we have CD, we have Pickens. You forgot about that.
Have you seen
forgot about George Pickens?
Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau? You're gonna have Dak's gonna get sacked. We're playing you in week 2. We're playing Cowboys week 2. I think we're gonna start the season 2-0. Beat Commanders, beat Cowboys.
Commanders. Oh, okay. Now you're.
Is it in
joking.
Dallas?
I don't
You're
care where it
joking
is.
When was the last time you guys beat
It's
the
in
Cowboys?
Dallas.
Yeah. When's the last time y'all beat the Cowboys? Really?
Remember what the Kadarius Toney game?
You guys lost that.
I can't remember actually.
You're actually asking, like, do you guys remember?
Let's just move on.
Yeah, I won't add too much. I got the NFC East Eagles winning. I know that's my team. They are the favorite to win for all the reasons you guys said. The losing team, I agree with John. I don't think the Commanders will be.
Jonathan, settle down. He didn't say his last pick. You said I agree with John, and Jonathan goes.
Is there a sophomore slump for the Commanders? That's just kind of. I hate to say this to one of you. I do have at the bottom of the division the Cowboys.
Yes.
I think the defense was a problem last year, and I don't think it's improved.
Recency bias.
And I don't mean to call you out, Jonathan, and you're free to give it. But I feel like I asked you last year if you liked Dak, and I think you said you didn't, right? Like I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but like that's my reason. That for me at least, that's my thinking is, we know what we're gonna get with Dak. I think he's solid, but I think the Giants for some of the reasons. I don't think the Giants are gonna be good either. But I'm kind of saying the Cowboys. I think new coach. It's also a new coach. It's. Yeah. Well, Jonathan, do you like Dak still?
I mean, he's solid. I think he's better than last place in the division. I think he can do better than that.
That's fair.
I could think he can do better than the Giants, at least.
Yeah.
So
I think
This is why we
there's
do this to get this out in the air.
I think there's a bit of like overhype with the Giants here. You still got to remember it's Russell Wilson. The ceiling's not that high for him. You really don't have a great running game. The line is terrible. You have Malik Neighbors, and then that's it.
That's it.
And then on defense, it's a lot of hype because Abdul Carter, rookie, we got to see how he plays. Thibodeau still hasn't lived up to his name. There's just some things that we need to work on. But maybe Cam Scatterboo has a freaking year.
Scatterboo.
Yeah.
He has a year. Let's go to the NFC North. My number one. Actually, I should say who won last year. So last year, the Lions won, narrowly squeaked by the Vikings. and then the Packers came in third, and the Bears came in last. So for me, I'm going with the Vikings first and the Bears last.
Is that bias for JJ?
And Wolverines in the back
Oh,
of the
there
camera
it is.
focused on it. There it is. Yeah,
Yeah. I've been waiting for it to focus.
yeah, no, it did. It did. Yeah.
yeah.
For those listening, there is a Michigan Wolverines
So
banner.
that should answer your question.
Wait, and who'd you say last?
Bears.
Okay. So this division was actually pretty easy for me. I know that it's kind of close, and with the Packers getting better, Vikings too. But the Lions are going to win this division. They were 6-0 in the division last year. They didn't lose one game. So, and when it really mattered, they destroyed the Vikings. And I have Bears last. They were 5-12 last year, which is pretty bad. And I think Ben Johnson will get them better, but it's still going to take more
Are
than
you
1
worried
year.
about the loss of Ben Johnson? Because I'm kind of worried about the offense.
No, because what Ben Johnson came out and said is that, I forget the guy's name, but I made a video about it. And basically the passing game coordinator was this guy, and Ben Johnson left, and Ben Johnson said, oh, this guy, like the passing game coordinator, he's like came up with a lot of the plays. Like, he's really smart. He's kind of the reason that I was so successful. And now that guy is now the offensive coordinator. So I'm not really worried at all, honestly.
Well, they kept it in-house.
They still have such a good
In-house.
system. They have a good culture. They have good energy. And honestly, everybody returned on the offense, and everybody's healthy. And the defense got even better. I mean, Hutchinson is back. They're going to get their
Dan
cornerbacks.
Skipper got released. That was kind of shocking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean,
kind of
he was scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, no, that's one touchdown you got to account for
Yeah.
now. I do Isaac Tesla too, the receiver. Rookie out.
Oh, yeah, dude, Senior Bowl. He was.
Yeah,
he was
dude.
Saw him.
Man, he had some great catches in preseason. But all right, Jonathan.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh wait, did you say your last team?
Me, yeah, Bears.
Yeah, Bears.
Okay,
Interesting.
okay.
Well, here's what's gonna happen based on all the data I've seen and the film I've watched this offseason, and based on recent news, the Packers are gonna win. Okay, the Packers are gonna win. They should win. And honestly, the Packers should go to the NFC Championship this year. To be honest with you, okay, they're that if everyone stays healthy, of course. But with Micah Parsons there, with Jared's guy, Sean Gary, yeah.
They lost Jair Alexander.
Yeah.
So,
That's
well,
my one worry. They have Bo Melton, who was a
Yeah.
receiver
But they have
last
Micah
year.
Parsons.
They switched him to corner.
Yeah, that's how desperate they are at cornerback.
No, but they have Micah Parsons. Like now, the quarterback's gonna have less time to throw the ball. So
Yeah,
that's-
but the
that's how you
Cowboys had Parsons last year with no Deron Bland and no Trayvon Diggs, and gave up 29 points a game. So having a rush, you need corners.
we couldn't stop the run. Remember, they have Rashawn.
The
they have Rashawn Gary.
Bengals had Trey Hendrickson, most sacks in the league, had no cornerbacks, gave up 30 points a game. So you can't just do it with one rusher.
I think the Packers have a better defense than the Cowboys.
They do, yeah,
To
they
be
do.
fair, but yeah, and then obviously the Packers have a great offense too with Jordan Love and everything, and so the Packers are going to win the division. In terms of last place, with the rookie quarterback, I think the Vikings are going to be in last place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're going to be in last place. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Justin Jefferson may obviously probably have another great year and everything, but then they've always been known for offense. I don't think J.J. McCarthy can take them there to even get close to winning the division.
Wow.
So we'll see that.
All right. For me, I am with, I think John. I have the Lions winning. I think they lost both their coordinators, but I think they'll be fine. Last year, the biggest problem was they had a very good offense, some injuries on offense. I mean, they had the injury bug, but the offense still went along and did well, so now they're healed up. And they also last year, I believe, one of the big problems on defense was injuries, because for years, defense has been the problem. They finally get the depth on defense, but last year there's a couple big injuries that it's amazing they got as far as they did in terms of the record. So I think those guys are healed back. I still have them winning. I also think that the favorite to win, according to I think DraftKings betting odds. So I'm with that. I'm struggling a little bit with the bottom of the division. The easy choice is the Bears, and I'll lock it in. I'll lock in the Bears as the lowest, just because it is a pretty deep division. I mean, last year, Lions went 15-2, Vikings went 14-3, Packers 11-6. The question mark for me is the Vikings, because it's a rookie quarterback. I mean, he was last year. JJ McCarthy was injured. I don't know him as well as you, Jared. I understand him to be a bit of a pocket passer. He was a bit of a game manager. And as good as Justin Jefferson is, I mean, do you just? I don't know. You guys know more about these college players.
Michigan doesn't produce other than Tom Brady, of course.
What?
Michigan doesn't produce
Nico Collins?
No.
Nico Collins.
Nico Collins is legit.
What?
But more for the quarterback position, though, is what I'm thinking. Like
Tom Brady.
It's a first.
Other than Tom Brady. Other than who else? Other than Tom Brady.
Other than the greatest quarterback.
Yeah. Who has Texas Tech produced at quarterback? Other than Mahomes, you can't bring him into the argument.
Okay.
I mean, what are we doing here?
No,
that's not even. I'm not even going
you know
to
what?
college.
You know what that's
remember,
like. I hate when people say this, but they're like, oh. Let's take away Saquon Barkley's 58-yard run, and he only had 23 rushing yards on 13 attempts.
No, my point is this.
So he was terrible.
I was getting at this.
What are you getting at?
What about USC? So you think JJ McCarthy can beat the Caleb Williams twice in the season?
Are you kidding me?
JJ
McCarthy
with Ben Johnson? Get out.
Yes.
Come on. No.
I didn't mean to poke the nest of like college lore.
Jonathan, I
can't
believe Jonathan, I'll literally bet you any amount of money that the Vikings do better this season than the Bears.
Dude, you guys are looking at based off of last year and stuff. This is a new quarterback. This is completely different.
Wait. You
think that
Michigan
Sam Darnold is better than JJ McCarthy?
Yes. He's more experienced. This is NFL.
At sucking.
Come on, man.
Wait, what does experience have to do with it?
Decisions.
JJ has been in the system. He's not a rookie.
He's been in the system. He's been hurt on the sideline. There's one thing between watching on the sideline and actually being in the game when a 300-pound guy's coming at you. That's different.
I mean,
dude,
he's been exposed to the NFL. I'm not trying to.
I can't wait for you to see.
Michigan. I love Michigan, but they can't produce quarterbacks other than Tom Brady.
No, you can't do that.
I didn't mean
USC
to mention it. I meant to
I
say the play style for last year specifically to how it applies to this quarterback for this system. That's my own my uncertainty. I didn't mean to invoke the lore of like how these colleges produce.
Guys,
I just haven't seen enough from JJ, and to say he's going to repeat for the second, like.
Let me help you out.
Yeah,
let me help you out.
Jared, you know more, so I'm.
Please enlighten us.
You guys know more about the lore of these colleges
come on,
and how they produce. I'm just saying, from what I've seen as an NFL main, like, is there more certainty to be had that Caleb Williams will improve versus a first-year playing quarterback with McCarthy?
Yeah. He's gone. Caleb. Oh, you're back.
Okay,
yeah,
back.
I cut out there.
Finish the sentence.
What I was saying. Is it more likely that Caleb Williams improves versus the uncertainty of not a first-year quarterback, but first-year playing quarterback? That's kind of my.
I will admit that I'm definitely on the minority here as far as the Vikings. But because I've watched JJ and I'm extremely biased, I'm going to help you out with your decision making.
Okay.
So, JJ McCarthy, McCarthy and Sam Darnold, right? Sam Darnold's one flaw last year, one ginormous flaw, was he was not clutch. Every time that it would get close, he would screw up. He'd throw interceptions. They had a home game against the Detroit Lions, throws an interception. He would just crap the bed. JJ, 27-1 with a national championship. 27-1. That is the best winning percentage by a quarterback since the 1960s.
Whoa, so, are you talking about college?
Yes.
Come on, man.
So, yes, he is, quote-unquote, game manager, but he has had multiple clutch moments in close games that I have seen that there's too many to actually just tell outright, but he is so clutch and can... If it was down to the last drive, would you rather have Sam Darnold or JJ? I'm telling you right now, you're gonna want JJ McCarthy.
And you're using it based off of college. So how about this?
That's what I'm saying. I'm in the minority. What
about Johnny Manziel?
No, yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm in the minority because I've seen it with my own eyes. For you guys haven't seen it enough. So that's why I'm trying to help. But let's go on.
Okay.
So what does a rookie quarterback need to succeed? You need great receivers and you need no line.
And you need experience. You need experience running half-court passing offenses.
What does a new quarterback need?
Yeah, you need experience. You need experience running.
You need experience, but you can't walk into it.
Jonathan, wait. Dak Prescott, how did he do in his rookie season?
My point is this: you need experience
like
running.
You're acting like nobody can have a good season.
No. Let me say you need experience running high-powered offenses in college. Patrick Mahomes, Texas Tech, they threw all the time. Baker Mayfield, Oklahoma, they threw all the time. Sam Darnold, they threw all the time, and he's decent, okay. This guy didn't do that at Michigan.
But he's not coming from a passing offense, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
I've said what I've said for Jared. What you brought up, I'll say because as an NFL main, you guys are more in both worlds. I know I'm starting to appreciate college more. I've always thought you can't really, you can't, but performance in college by the numbers doesn't really matter to me because NFL is just such a different beast. What stood out to me from what I've been able to observe and what I think teams have caught on to, what matters more is if these college players come from a big environment and come up clutch, like the mentality. So kind of what you're saying, Jared, that does kind of sway me a little bit towards confidence that he's got that clutch gene. Because people said this about Jalen Hurts too, his passing ability. He was a bit of a game manager, you know?
He went to OU.
But if you're able to show up on the biggest stage at a big stage in college, that does seem to help translate somewhat.
If Jalen Hurts stayed at Alabama and didn't go to OU, I don't know if he would be the same where he is today. He went to OU. OU elevated his game. It helped him introduced him to a lot of passing concepts that he didn't experience at Alabama.
Numbers more than college numbers is like what the training is, the coaching, like the mentality part of college that you get. I think
his coach was Jim Harbaugh,
and he was
that does help. Yeah.
And last year, although he didn't play, he was in that mentality. Now he just needs to go out and execute.
He did play with the team a fair amount, not a fair amount, but you know what I mean. It's not like he's a true rookie. Like he's been in the NFL world at least. When did he get injured? Was it preseason?
Yeah, he got preseason.
So in that preseason game, he had 2 touchdowns in that preseason game.
He still had a few weeks.
Just saying. I know it's preseason, but I'm just saying everything that I've seen, he performs. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys. But let me go on.
Okay. You had another part.
Let's talk about the rookie quarterback needs receivers and they need no line. Mm-hmm. Well, what did the Vikings get? They just got Adam Thielen because Jordan Addison's out for 6 games or whatever. So by the time Addison comes back, they're going to have Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, and a rookie Ty Felton, and Jordan Addison. So that's 4 high-powered, top-tier wide receiver weapons. And then the other O-line help, they got 2 offensive starting O-linemen, Ryan Kelly and Will Fries. They're both going to start. And they drafted a rookie, Donovan Jackson, from the Ohio State. So that's 3 O-line help. And I can't stress this enough. The Vikings defense is elite. So you're telling me that, yes, rookie J.J. McCarthy, but really mentally he's a sophomore. Physically, we're going to see if he can keep up. But you're telling me that J.J. McCarthy with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Jordan Addison, and Ty Felton, Aaron Jones in the backfield, and an elite defense to help him out. He has all the help in the world and actually reminds me of a similar scenario like Michigan. The only difference is that at Michigan, he didn't have elite receivers. He had way less talented receivers, but he still had that run game, and he had an elite defense. So for JJ, we're saying that he's going to be, he's not used to throwing 30, 40 times a game. Maybe he won't. Maybe he doesn't have to. But in my mind, everything that I've seen from him, everything that we've asked him to do, he does. Like when we did lose against TCU in that playoff game, but we were down by like 21. He threw for like 350 yards, 40 times, had 2 rushing touchdowns. Like he rose to the occasion to help out the team. We only lost by 6. So every time we've asked him to do something, he does it. So people saying that, because he hasn't done it in college, because he's not used to throwing 40 times a game every single game, that he's not going to be able to do it. That's where I kind of disagree. But I can see where someone like Jonathan is going to be like, yeah, that's ridiculous because he's a rookie. He's going to have some growing pains. And that's probably true. But a rookie quarterback, they have a great O-line. They have a great running back, all the receiver help he can ask for, and an elite defense. And that's something that Caleb Williams doesn't have. He does not have an elite defense to help him out. And the running back is iffy. You have DeAndre Swift, but that's probably it with the backfield. So it is all on Caleb Williams. So that's where I kind of swayed for the Vikings. But, I mean, it's just me. So I get it. And Caleb, did I convince you at all?
No, yeah, you did. You did. I think I'll remove the Vikings from honorable mention. I have the Bears in the bottom of the division.
Good.
Now.
You guys get in for a real treat this season. I'll just say that.
Let's go to NFC South. This should be quick. I have the Bucks first, and I have the Saints in last. The Bucks won last year, and I think the Panthers came in last.
No, Saints did.
Is that true? Saints came in last?
Saints did, but it was a mid-off. They were both 5-12.
Oh, yeah, they were both 5-12. Yeah, so Saints came in last. Okay, so
Yeah,
I basically had the same thing as last year.
Yeah, I have the same thing as last year.
I have the same thing as last year.
Same. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry to anyone in that division who feels passionately otherwise. We're
They're
gonna
like,
move on.
finally, they got to the NFC South. I got the same thing. All right, next.
I mean, I have a question. Just a quick question. Do you guys like the Falcons at all with what they got cooking up? My thing was they don't have receivers, in my opinion, that are as strong
I
as.
think they are the biggest competition.
That's what I was
or
thinking,
up
but
to the Falcon or the Bucks because they've got Bijan Robinson, they've got Penix in another year, Drake London, Darnell Mooney's hurt right now, but I think that they're the biggest op, but
not enough.
I still think that the Bucks are gonna win it.
That was my thinking. I mean, for me, looking across the wide receivers of those guys, like because they do kind of compare
I know.
somewhat.
Is Kyle Pitts finally gonna have a good season?
Kyle.
Yeah.
Pitts.
Oh, dude, enough. That is something with I mean, I don't know what your fantasy take is. It's like for so many years it was like Colin Kaepernick is coming back or Terrell Owens for people who remember, and I'm like, every year people think Kyle Pitts is finally gonna have a breakout tight end. I don't mean anything against the guy, but I'm just sick of hearing it. I drafted him one of the years and I got burned.
You fell for it.
Yeah, so I'm like, how many years of this are we gonna? How many times do I teach you this lesson, old man?
Let's go to the NFC West. So last year the Rams won the division, but they had the same record as the Seahawks, who came in second. Cardinals came in third, and the 49ers came in last. I have the Rams winning it, and I have the Cardinals coming in last.
I have the same thing. Rams first, Cardinals last.
I have Rams first, 49ers last.
And I knew that was
That's
coming.
wrong.
I have the Niners winning, and I think I'm gonna go Seahawks last.
Whoa!
Wow.
You're a big
Whoa,
Seahawks
whoa,
guy.
whoa.
Wow.
I think the Cardinals will improve. I think the Seahawks
You hate
is a
Darnold,
change of
Well,
like there's a changing of the guard. I like Kyler a little more.
49ers don't have many receivers. Or any,
What?
to be honest with you.
Pearsall and Jennings?
Pearsall? Are you kidding me? And Jennings? Pearsall and Jennings?
They don't even need. Wait. They don't even need him. CMC is back.
CMC's being back.
Okay.
If he
Kittle.
stays-
Kittle.
if he
He's
stays
back.
healthy.
Yeah,
Kittle.
he's a back.
Kittle.
Come on, bro. He's a running back. When is he like?
And okay,
I don't know.
the
man.
one thing I will
don't think
say,
he's back.
you guys know I love the 49ers, so I was close to having them win the division. But I do think the Rams will win because they're just a little bit more mature overall, like more experience. And on the offensive side, you got Stafford. I'm not too worried about his back injury. They said they're going to manage it all season, but remember last season in the preseason, we were like, oh my gosh, Burrow's wrist injury. Remember he missed time the year before, and we were like by week 2
I
we
was
didn't
worried
talk
about
about his like wrist for the whole year. So I think that could be the situation with Stafford. But you bring Devontae Adams in, you got Puka Nacua, they got the best receivers in the division, and they're just more mature. Sean McVay. The one thing I will say, the 49ers had a terrible defense towards the second half of last season, but they did get Robert Saleh back from the Jets, and he was pretty terrible on the Jets. But when he was the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, they had a top 2 or 3. I don't think they'll get back to that, but they do have statistically the easiest schedule, the 49ers do, in the entire NFL this year. And that division, the NFC West, has the easiest overall as a division. So
It's kind of shallow.
Yeah.
No, not overall.
well, if you take like which division has the easiest schedule, it's the NFC West. Like they play
Not the
against
AFC
teams.
South.
To what they think the teams will perform.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
they
that's what people
They
think.
play
before the
against
first game.
teams that have like a worse record from last season. So
Saleh
yeah.
was a good defensive mind. It's just no one does well on the Jets.
yeah.
You can
no
only
one.
do so much.
Yeah, right. Right.
I was with Jonathan on this one. I have the 49ers coming in third.
Okay.
So I'm in the same boat. I really am I'm worried for them because they signed Purdy long term, and you're kind of seeing like CMC start to get injured more. You're starting to see all the receivers are leaving or getting injured. He doesn't have a lot of help. Trent Williams might be his last year before he retires. It's weird. You paid this young quarterback, but yet everybody around him is like expiring.
Yeah.
So it's a weird team. And
like
then
that.
not to mention like they had so many players from the defensive side leave.
Yeah,
like
they
so
did.
many starters that I don't know if the defense is even going to be the same. Usually we can rely on them to be good. I don't think they're going to be as good this year. So I actually had the Seahawks second.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I'm kind of I was hesitant to go with 49ers last, but I'll tell you what, dude, Cardinals have been such a disappointment. Kyler Murray has been such a disappointment to me the last couple of years.
Yep.
I mean, it's like I know it's preseason, but he had an interception in the preseason where he was just rolling out to the left and literally just went and lobbed the ball right to the defender. Like not even a receiver in sight. And I'm just like, he doesn't give a crap, dude. I've seen that in regular season. He does that. He just like throws the ball up. I'm like, it just rubs me the wrong way. And to not use Marvin Harrison, Gannon, that head coach is a idiot. So I just can't put them above any team right now. But yeah. So that concludes the NFC. Let's go over to the AFC, all the way to the AFC East. I have the Bills 1, and I have the Dolphins last.
Wow. Are you just banking on a Tua injury? Because
Yeah.
I have the Bills first and Jets last.
Okay.
I have the Bills first and the Patriots last.
Oh. Caleb, who do you agree with?
I'm actually with Jonathan on this one.
Wow. Mike Vrabel. No faith.
Bills first, Patriots last.
Jonathan, I thought you liked Vrabel.
That's a good point.
He didn't know his name.
He knows his name. He just doesn't know how to say it.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Vrabel, I think he's one of the.
I told you he knows his name. He just doesn't know how to say it.
Vrabel.
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 No, Vrabel.
I'm
It is
just trying to
I
mess
wonder
you
what-
up.
Mike Vrabel.
I do like him a lot. I just
Say Mike.
audience will learn to associate.
Well, yeah, I think Coach Mike is one of the.
Coach. Wait, what about him? Yeah.
He's one of the few coaches that is game changing. The schematics is good. So I mean that's a good point.
Yeah.
Culture
You,
changer
how,
for sure.
I don't know how you think he's going to be worse than the Jets. Like,
I mean the Patriots don't have.
I'm
they don't have
surprised.
too
I
many
have
players.
the Jets.
They have the most cap space.
Second.
I mean they have the most cap
that's
space.
absolutely ridiculous.
Who does anybody else have a full rig? I have the Jets second. I don't think they're going
Name
to be
their
bad
name
at all.
their
think that-
number
I think
two. Name their number 2 receiver.
Their number 2 receiver. That's tough. I mean, I don't know.
Name one player on the defense.
For the Jets.
Sauce Gardner.
Name 2.
Quinn Williams.
Made it too easy.
Yeah, that was fine. So I just can't believe you have Jets.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's. Come on, man.
Tyreek and Tua and
Yeah.
Achan.
My
Yeah,
thinking.
but
my
I think
thinking-
there's a big thing with the Dolphins and their cornerbacks are absolutely atrocious, and then they lost 2 guys to injury. That secondary is gonna be terrible for
When they don't beat good
The
teams.
defense is gonna be terrible. The offense, yeah. What they're probably gonna maybe win 5 games in the beginning of the season, then flare out again. But like with this defense, I think they're gonna have to be dialed on offense every single game. At least for the Jets, I can think that they'll hold the team to maybe under 21 with that defense. And then I'm kind of excited for Justin Fields. I don't know. I feel like it's a new era for the Jets.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Him and Garrett Wilson were teammates in college, and you're rekindling that duo. I mean,
Now that I
and
think-
Breece Hall should have a great year.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anything like really glaringly wrong with the Jets, but I see with the Dolphins something huge with that DB room.
The defense. Yeah, you're right about that.
Can I
That's
change
terrible.
actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So rather than the Bills going first, I'm just joking. So Bills are still going first, but after much thought, I think the Jets will be last. You said Justin Fields, he's going to be last.
You didn't even know.
Jared just got done
Jared said.
being like, yeah, Justin Fields going to be good and everything. And he's like, yeah, he's wrong.
Wait, you didn't even know he was the quarterback?
I forgot.
There's been so much changes.
Yeah,
Though. I forgot about Vrabel. Like,
Yeah,
I know you did. I don't blame you. There's been
No
so many-
faith?
Yeah, I don't have faith in Justin Fields.
Well, my
Wasn't
thinking,
he like 5-1 on the Steelers or something? And then he got benched for Wilson? Like, he's
There's a
pretty
reason.
good,
These
isn't
guys, a lot of people forget, these guys are professionals. They do a lot of evaluations. They see him every day. There's a reason he got benched. He's not that great, okay? I mean, don't get me wrong, he's athletic and things, but
I like him. My thinking, I'll stay with the Patriots. I like Vrabel a lot, Mike. But I think it's just a building project with the Patriots. When I look at the Patriots depth chart, they have Stevenson, Ramondre Stevenson, Stephon Diggs, Mario Douglas, Hunter Henry. They have a lot of good players. Yeah, they have a lot of good players, but the top of the depth chart are kind of older players in my opinion. Like I think the Jets as an organization is worse, don't get me wrong. But by raw talent and playmakers, they have enough playmakers on the Jets that it might save them. So that's why I'm going to stick with the Patriots for this year. I think the future is brighter for the Patriots, but I'll stay with the Patriots because I think the Jets have too much raw talent.
Yeah, Coach Mike is the culture changer. So
yeah,
like,
but it takes time.
It does take time, but
Right.
they will be back eventually. Unfortunately. All right, so everybody had Bills, right?
Bills winning.
I mean, the Bills have it easy. That's why
That's what I
You
think.
guys wonder why they always lose to the Chiefs. Chiefs have to be there. They always lose to the Chiefs. They always lose that last game before the Super Bowl. They have it too easy. The path is just way too easy.
That's what I used to say about Tom Brady and the Patriots. That the division historically is
so bad.
And now it kind of does still suck, but the Bills are just the better team. So,
It
I mean,
flipped.
both. Yeah, like it's just by nature of the division, you get a chance to be there. I'm not saying the Bills are crashing out every year, but it does help. It does help your legacy when you're a franchise quarterback in a terrible division.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go to the AFC North. Last year, the Ravens came in first. Steelers came in second. They both made the playoffs. And then Bengals and Browns. Browns came in last. This one should be interesting. I have the Ravens winning again. Ravens won last year. Then it was Steelers. They both made the playoffs. And then it was Browns and then Bengals last. So I have Ravens won. They're going to go back to back. And I have the Browns dead last.
Yeah, I have the same thing. You guys know that I like picking the Bengals over the Ravens, but it's tough to match the Ravens roster this year. I think this is their best roster they've had. They added DeAndre Hopkins, Chidobe Awuzie at cornerback, Jair Alexander at cornerback, which tells you that they're pretty fed up with Jamar Chase cooking them every single time they play.
Yeah.
So I think their defense is going to be better. Kyle Hamilton was just signed, so I think that the Ravens will get first, and I think Browns will get last.
I have the same thing. Ravens first, Browns last.
I have Ravens first, Browns last.
Okay, so let's move on to the AFC South then. Not
Yeah.
really many things to talk about there. Actually, you know what? I just want to start one thing.
What's on your mind?
How do we all feel about the Bengals? Like, because I have them second making the playoffs.
Same. I have second making the playoffs.
They're going to be third. Guys, they got exposed last year, okay? The running game is gone. Mixon was out. Running game.
Chase
not the-
Brown was good. It was
no.
the offense was not the issue. What are you talking about?
The Bengals
You got to
are
talk
gonna
about
get
the
third.
defense. If
I
anything,
thought you were gonna say defense.
Yeah, you got.
Well,
I mean, that's
same.
the only.
I wasn't done with that. Well, that starts with that. Mixon was a big impact. You can say Chase Brown all you want, but Mixon was a bigger impact. Okay. So offense.
Do you remember? Okay, hold on, Caleb. I know you remember. Remember the season before last when Mixon was on the Bengals and he was terrible. He was running into the back of the middle of the offensive line, and we couldn't figure out if it was the offensive line that was the issue or the scheme, whatever. But Mixon would average like less than a yard before contact, and literally Chase Brown last year did double as good as Mixon did.
No, I remember. I actually remember for years. I respect Mixon as like a good running back, but my critique for the Bengals run game was like he didn't have that it factor as a run back, Mixon specifically. So at least to change it up with Brown, I agree, especially when the numbers prove it. Yeah. I mean, I like Mixon a lot, especially for his receiving, but I just never thought it was a bit of the problem until the Bills got James Cook. Is what my comparison was. Like The running backs before were good. They did well, but James Cook has like an X factor-esque to him.
So
I think there's a more opportunity with that with Chase Brown.
And so like the stats can be skewed because if they're like losing big time, then they put Chase Brown, and of course he's gonna,
Or they're
they just
passing
run.
so much. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, they got Chase Brown, and they still, I mean, they were worse than the previous years, right? And so the defense also sucks. The Bengals are gonna get third. And look, don't get me wrong, Burrow's a great quarterback. It's fun to watch him and Chase play, but at the end of the day, the teams are going to actually get it done. They have an entire unit from offense and defense. Ravens, obviously. Steelers, number
You think
two.
the Steelers have a better shot with that?
Steelers have a better shot. Even with Aaron Rodgers,
That's my question. Yeah, I don't know how much.
know.
Yeah, I was
they're
going to
gonna be
ask about
9-8.
that.
They're well coached, but is it Aaron
9-8.
Rodgers? Are we going to see another year of Rodgers? Like people like young people won't remember how good he was. You know,
Yeah.
like will we
Yeah.
see that, or will we see a flash of greatness because he does have it in him? My thing with the Bengals is I know I love the trash of the organization. You know, not the play, because I mean the Chase is that good, Burrow is that good. I think fundamentally the team and the players will be on an uphill battle. Just because I mean, did you guys see the clip from I know it's the preseason, but even in the preseason with starters in, Burrow was getting chased around the backfield. I think it's going to be the same thing where they start slow. Burrow's taking sacks like no one's business, and they just didn't learn fundamentally from what I've been complaining about for 5 years. Yet they have the talent to and the aura to get in the conversation enough. But fundamentally, I don't think the coaching changed. I don't, Taylor's a good enough coach, but all these fundamental issues have not been solved.
They've been solved.
That's where my rant is.
They did fire their defensive coordinator and get a new one, so they didn't really add
I'm surprised
much.
they paid their guys,
I know.
Hendrickson
Yeah.
and Higgins.
And they-
that surprised me a little bit.
They didn't add much to the defense, but they did get the new defensive coordinator, so hopefully that helps.
And they paid their guys, which helps the team.
Did
Energy.
they pay Hendrickson, or is
Yes.
he
Yeah,
just
they did.
playing
Yeah.
week one?
Yeah, they paid him.
Okay, good.
They paid him. I don't
Thank
think
goodness.
it's Parsons. Parsons reset the market, but
Yeah,
they got at least they got Hendrickson before that.
right.
But I'm surprised they paid them. But fundamentally, I'm good. I mean, I like Higgins a lot, but could that money have been for the defense? I also think fundamentally, I think they're gonna be an uphill battle. So that's why
They didn't even pay Higgins, did they?
Yep, they
think-
paid him.
they did.
Didn't they franchise tag him?
No,
They did it. I think
Oh,
they
yeah,
did the
Higgins-
first year. They're allowed to do that for a year, and they can't just infinitely do it. From what I understand. Again, and kudos to them. Burrow was like, I want to be able to pay these guys. They did, and again, it's not the players, and it's the organization, and fundamentally,
The owner's poor.
he doesn't. Well, I don't think they're wanting for money in that household. But I think he doesn't
No,
like to.
as far as
He doesn't. He's
owners
cheap is the
go.
word. He's cheap. He doesn't like. That's the reputation. Is he's cheap. He doesn't like to pay
He
these
doesn't like
guys.
to pay. Okay.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Browns, where that owner has so much cash that we've talked about this before. That's why I'm between the Steelers and Bengals, I'm probably I'd say the Bengals would be better, just because they have that.
They'll
talent.
come in second.
I mean, Steelers,
I'd
the
say
thing
so,
about defense, that can always save you.
Steelers are just
and
fundamentally
they
a
got
good team.
good. They
Yeah.
got good. Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay.
yeah.
They got
Right,
good.
That can
and they're
always
well
save you.
coached. It's just they're still the Steelers. My thing is they're still doing the quarterback merry-go-round. Roethlisberger's been gone for years. I know they tried with Pickett, but it's they've had enough of a fundamental good team, but they keep swapping players in. A bit like the Vikings. They're good enough to I mean, at least Vikings had
I
Cousins
feel like
for a
it's.
while.
I
you
feel
know,
like it's. Oh no, Caleb.
Yeah, the
I
Ravens,
got cut out
You're
again.
back.
Sorry.
the Ravens
Yeah.
and I'm saying the Ravens and Steelers defense are set up to be able to stop the Bengals offense.
Yeah,
so-
that's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about with the Bengals. The Steelers are going 9-8. So can the Bengals win 10 games?
right.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Can their defense win 10 games?
Can they protect
yeah.
Burrow at all?
Yeah, Ravens are
Yeah.
definitely going to win that division.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the terrible AFC South.
Oh yeah.
This
They
is
suck.
just absolutely ugly.
The middle.
It's a mid-off. So last year, Texans won last year. Then it went Colts, Jags, and Titans. So we have a new head coach. I should have said that. We have new head coaches in all these divisions. But the Jaguars have a new coach, Liam Cohen.
Duval.
Oh yeah, that guy.
I know that was so long ago.
I know.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
wow, that was a long time ago.
But that, if any, yeah. Okay.
So I have the Texans first,
Okay.
and I have the Colts last.
I actually have the Jaguars first and the Titans last.
Wow.
You're bullish. That's a path I've tread, John.
Yeah.
I know.
And that's your own peril.
Those are very interesting, guys. They all suck so bad. It's kind of tough to.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
But I'm gonna say something very outlandish. Okay. Well, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna.
You were about to say Titans first.
Yeah, I was about to say it, but I was like,
I know you were, but without Vrabel, they
yeah,
there's no way.
I was like, never mind. So Texans will be first. I'm gonna say the Colts last.
I have Texans first, and I'll take Titans last.
Wow. Okay.
Cam Ward,
So,
don't forget.
yeah, I have Titans second, Jags third, Colts fourth. So John, you gotta talk to us here.
I know.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. Are you serious?
Travis Hunter.
I know. I think
Called them
guys,
a
I
dark
think
horse for
Travis
years,
Hunter.
Okay.
I think Travis Hunter's going to do it. I think he's going to bring energy and fire to this team. He can play both sides of the ball, but I think by like week 4, week 5, he's going to be mainly on offense. So I think that he's going to do great for this team. Look, they have Brian Thomas Jr. He was wide receiver 4 in fantasy last year.
Very
Put
good.
up great stats. Great
I like
player.
him a lot. Yeah.
They also have Travis Hunter. They're going to split time in the slot. They got Brenton Strange at tight end. They got a trio in the backfield. Guys, they got Bashal Tutin. We saw him at the Senior Bowl, and he was from Virginia Tech. Very quick, very fast running back. I think by the end of the season, he's going to take form. Trevor Lawrence was hurt last year. I don't know if you guys remember. That's why the Jaguars were so bad, and that's when Mac Jones came in and just chucking every ball to Brian Thomas Jr. But T-Law is back. Liam Cohen did a great job last year with Baker Mayfield. He called all the plays for the Buccaneers, and Baker Mayfield was second in the NFL to Joe Burrow in touchdown passes with 41. So they're going to have a decent offense. I'm not too worried about that. I'm really worried about the defense. I think they could win the division because it's going to be a mid-off again. I don't really trust the Texans that much. Look, they don't have a run game. Mixon has no timetable for his return. Nick Chubb is the starting running back, but is he really back to full form? They lost Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs, so it's really just Nico Collins and a bunch of rookies. Their defense was okay last year, but it hasn't got any better. I think that the Texans are going to struggle. The Colts, we obviously know they're going to struggle. And then the Titans with a rookie quarterback and without Vrabel. So I think it's really between the Jaguars and Texans. So yeah, the Texans should be favored, but why not? I'll throw a dart throw on the Jags.
The thing about that, I mean, Travis Hunter is an excellent player, and I'm sure he's going to do well. But I've already heard some injury issues with him in the preseason. I mean, how sustainable is it to play both sides, even the first few weeks? I don't know if I don't know how realistic that is.
This guy's
he's
different,
skinny
dude.
too.
He's different.
He's built different.
Well, he did get injured last year.
Yeah, and he got injured. I mean, there were some injuries in the preseason, like he had some minor injuries and stuff. Like he's too skinny, so that means he's more susceptible to injury. And so I think him playing both sides, that's gonna be an issue. Injury is gonna be an issue. So I don't think he's gonna be the guy to take him to the promised land. Now, Cam Ward, I think that guy's a game changer. That's why I think I was kind of hesitant to pick him one or two. There'll probably be two, since CJ Stroud has more experience. But I think this guy is elite. This guy's a winner. And I think he's going to prove that. I think it's definitely better than Indianapolis Colts quarterback situation. And Trevor Lawrence, like, we've been waiting for this guy to show up. He was a championship guy at Clemson, but like where has he been? Like, this guy hasn't shown any elite quarterback play in the past few years. Like, where's like, when is he gonna come out?
There's actually a stat where his first 48 starts. And Daniel Jones' first 48 starts. Daniel Jones actually has been better.
Wow.
In those, and so like he's really been underperforming.
They're kind of comparable. That's why when I said the path you're on, John, because I called the Jaguars dark horses for many years, and my thinking now is, I think I started saying this last year, that I just don't think Trevor Lawrence is the guy that they thought he could be, and they're kind of tied to him for a while. I'm not gonna rule out possibilities, but like I just from what I've seen, what Jonathan's saying, like I just don't think there's enough there for the future. I do think the future is bright with the Titans. It's just a rookie quarterback, new coach. It's and I think that organization as well. They let AJ Brown go. They didn't get it to work with Vrabel. Like I think there's some of that'll take time to clean up. The Colts is an interesting one. I'll still keep the Titans, but I think the Colts organization has just lost faith in Richardson, right? Is that like he's still there though, right?
Yeah, he's there.
But like everyone's like the amount of evidence there is from statements of like how much he lost the team when he was sick and didn't play. Which when I say it like that sounds tough, but like
he also has like there's countless like tape of him just like being bad. Like in the preseason, they tried to put him in, and dude, he's terrible. I hate to say that Daniel Jones is better than him, but he is
right now. Yeah,
right.
They put him in too early. They should have let him develop.
Yeah,
it was too.
That's what we said too. I think I said. I mean, I know I say that with rookie quarterbacks.
Jonathan, you loved him, right?
I didn't love him. I loved like he's a good combine quarterback in the sense that he's athletic and all that stuff. But in terms of actually starting him, I think they started him too early, given he only played like 15 or however so many games
as well,
in college. Right, he didn't even have a good college career, like a decent, lengthy college career. So yeah, he's very inexperienced in the quarterback position, and I knew it was going to be trouble when it came to NFL. But the future prospects of him, he's a lot of potential, but they put him in too early. They kind of set him up for failure, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's go to the last division, the AFC West. Last year, we all know it was the Chiefs in first, Chargers in second, Broncos in third. They all made the playoffs, and then the Raiders came in last. So the Raiders have a new coach, Pete Carroll, veteran coach, old-ass coach, but proven winner. I think he's won 10 games for like 13 seasons or something. There was like some stat that he texted to Amari Cooper, who's now a receiver on the Raiders. And he like texted Amari Cooper and was like, hey, 13 straight seasons of 10 plus wins or something. So they have a new coach, but veteran coach, and he brought Geno Smith from the Seahawks with him. Let's go for a little bit of a change at first place. We're going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. Sorry, I can't do it.
Chargers.
And then the Raiders are coming in last. Honestly, I think this division is going to look the exact same come playoff time as last year.
Yeah, I honestly agree. I think it's going to be the same. I have the Chiefs winning and the Raiders in last, even though I'm excited to see the Raiders. I think they'll still come in last.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to be a fun division to watch. I have to agree. The Chiefs will come in first. And as much as I want to see Pete Carroll do good and the Raiders do well and everything, yeah, they're going to be in last. So I agree.
All right, this is a hard one for me because I don't want to pick the Chiefs at the top.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe it's personal from the Super Bowl. Everything on paper is like, shouldn't any of these other teams, not any, but like Chargers or Broncos should on paper.
They should on paper.
Win.
No.
But when the Chiefs have Reed and Mahomes.
Games are played on grass, not paper.
Like they went 15-2, yes. But I don't want to put my faith in that. There's no other team, honestly, that I want to like put my faith in. The Chargers do better. No offense. Like
they got better. They got better this offseason, right?
Yeah, like they've gotten better. The Chargers, maybe. The Broncos, maybe. I like this team is pretty. This division's good.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It will be fun.
It's not a walk in the park like the Bills. But,
Think about this division. All four of these coaches are gonna probably be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
like
that's
Andy Reid, Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton, and Pete Carroll.
That's awesome. That's
unbelievable.
This is gonna be some fun football. Yeah, these games are gonna be tough for all of them.
Yeah, very low scoring.
I'll pick the Chiefs at the top, I guess. I think it'll be a close division, so it's not that they're a bad team. But from my bottom of the division, I'm gonna go Chargers.
Really?
I think the Raiders will
Are you
improve.
serious?
Oh.
Do I have to convince you again?
They got Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen?
Yeah.
Justin Herbert is dating Madison Beer.
Wait,
Good for him. I
really?
mean,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
good for him.
He
I
plays
think-
chess with her on the weekends.
Yeah.
He is flying high. Right? Did you see Josh Allen after he got engaged? Engaged Josh Allen had 6 touchdowns in one game and caught one. So Justin Herbert dating Madison Beer. He's on cloud 9.
You're saying
he
for
has no
aura?
stress. Oh yeah, massive positive aura.
Travis Kelce got engaged to Taylor Swift.
Oh.
That's
Imagine-
the new storyline. Chiefs have to go back.
Imagine they schedule the wedding for the day of the Super Bowl.
They have,
He has to
it has
win.
to
They have
happen.
to
The
make
NFL is
it.
going to make it happen.
It's going to be on the field. It's
The NFL is going to make that happen. It has to happen.
they'll do anything. They'll pay whatever refs they need to.
Yeah. You
No,
better make sure they get in there.
I almost want to put the Broncos at the bottom, but
Yeah. Okay.
I
The
like
Broncos.
I like Bo Nix. I like the way they performed last year. The reason it's going to be close, I think. I just think the Chargers, I don't know, like people say Justin Herbert gets too much credit compared to just because he's Justin Herbert, when his performances have been comparable to players that don't get as much attention yet are what we consider bad. So I'm like, I wonder if that'll catch up a little bit to the Chargers. So yeah, I'm not confident in it. I do like the Raiders with Carroll's a good coach. He's familiar with Geno. The team has a mix of, they have Bowers. I think the receivers as a whole are a little not as strong as the tight end or Ashton Genty, but they have those pieces. They put on some surprise performances last year. I know they're 4-13, but no, I'm willing to pick the Chargers at the bottom. Maybe they'll go 9-8 and be at the bottom. I don't know.
Damn.
It's not what I'm confident in. That's probably the division that gives me the most trouble. Because I'm picking the Chiefs, but at some point, age has got to catch up with you. The things that
Yeah.
were exposed in the Super Bowl, like Travis Kelce's a year older. These guys, and Mahomes is special. Reed is that guy, and they're a fundamentally great team. That's why I'm not picking against them. But it's kind of for the past 2 seasons, we have been pretty open about statistically they should be losing some games. I know it's not on paper, but there are fundamental flaws that they get by on good coaching and aura. People are afraid to they play them like the Patriots, the bad juju takes over. Teams get in their head mentally playing these guys, and after they've been kind of, I think that's kind of the one that helps them a lot, and that's part of being a good team. But there's fundamental issues that they got exposed in the Super Bowl with that teams just didn't have the courage to play them that way. So I feel like that's eventually got to catch up to you.
Yeah, the Eagles had more receivers. They had more weapons. Chiefs just had what's his name? The speedy guy, Worthy. Rasheed Rice was the big target the year before, but he was not there. So he may come back. Or he's probably going to come back later this season. But yeah, I mean, I think that's why it was such a discrepancy in the score. But still, Eagles were dominant. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Will they go? Do you guys think they'll go 15-2?
No.
That's where my energy's coming
Close.
from. I think they'll do worse.
I think they'll do whatever it takes to get first in the division and get number
Yeah,
one
it's
seed.
they'll probably be. I can't. I could see them getting 15 wins.
Guys,
How
no.
How
'cause
do they not have the hardest schedule in the league? Why is it the Giants?
Yeah, they do have a tough schedule, but guys, they won. Don't you remember last year they won 12 one-score games?
But that's the problem. It's you can't do anything. They
clutch.
get lucky.
Yeah,
I know.
that's
they're
not lucky.
gonna-
That's just
oh,
clutch.
you
That's
can't-
the mentality
Guys,
part. People
Patrick
play
Mahomes-
them.
Patrick
Only the
Mahomes is
Eagles
clutch.
played them. The Bills played them scared. I had them winning. I had the Bills winning, but as soon as the game started, I'm like, the Bills are playing them like they know they're going to lose. The only
Yeah, you
team
just-
that played them with confidence was the Eagles.
Guys,
Put your hands up, and you're like, "There's nothing I can do."
some people are just clutch. Yeah, some people are.
It's
Patrick
not going to
Mahomes-
last, guys. It won't
When you're
last. They
known
won't
to
get
be
15.
the best, when you're known to be the best player, teams will play you scared to lose.
I'm
as opposed
telling
to
you,
wanting to win.
They
Patrick
won't
Mahomes
get-
is clutch. That's what
they
it is.
won't
Look,
get-
he's been
he's-
doing it
he's
year in,
phenomenal.
They won't get
in, year
13
out.
wins.
The
If
Eagles-
you,
more-
if you look at their schedule, they won't have 13 wins.
I'm
Look,
more
wait, hold
13
on.
being the ceiling for
Becau-
them, in my opinion.
Yeah, because
From what we're
literally,
looking at, yeah.
literally in the first 4 games of the season, or Rasheed Rice is out for the first 6. They got to play. I believe they got to play the Ravens, the Lions, the Chargers, and I think the Eagles in 4 of the first 6 games. So without Rasheed Rice,
It doesn't matter. They
I
won
know it
without
does.
Rasheed
It's gonna catch up. They're not gonna. They're
Rasheed
gonna
Rice
lose
was
2
out
games.
the whole season.
Yeah, Rasheed
last
Rice
year.
was out the whole season last year.
In the
But
Super Bowl, the
It's
O-line
true,
was a
but-
problem, right? What have they done for the O-line?
the thing
They
about
got Jalen Moore, and they traded for somebody.
yeah,
I
they're
think.
just thinking traded for so many.
It's about
Maybe
time.
there's
So
a guy
maybe
that
that's something they needed to do last year, though. Maybe 2 years ago, and they kind of because they let the other guy go.
They got Josh Simmons, a rookie.
The fact of the
So
matter
they're
is,
working on it.
the fact of the
They
matter
did-
is, I'm sorry, I'm saying the fact of the matter is, if you make the games close against the Chiefs, they're probably going to win because Patrick Mahomes is clutch. Okay, the reason the Eagles won, I mean, they knocked him out. That's what you have to do to beat the Chiefs, and like that's
BTA.
why I don't care if they have 13 games that are close. It's going to be Chiefs every time. They're clutch.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, we were doing this for 6 years now, this podcast, and they have not lost the division, and they also have gone to the fucking Super Bowl every fucking year, whatever it is. They've gone to AFC
every
Championship.
year.
It's like
Yeah.
it's just what it is.
Well,
Unfortunately, it just is what it is. It's like you just got to.
It won't ever change.
If
It's
you
all
accept,
over.
Just sit
yeah,
there
if
and
you
embrace
accept
it.
it,
accept
yeah,
the
embrace
season.
it.
Yeah,
Just embrace it.
just like we did with Tom Brady. Just
em- Yeah. Eventually,
no,
you just
that's
gotta,
you guys. I'm not embracing anyone.
I don't acknowledge his greatness.
No.
All right, well, that was pretty good. That was one of our shorter podcasts. Last year we did one video for each division, so this is pretty dang good.
Oh god, that must have taken us days.
Yeah, it took us like 3 hours. I
Oh
remember.
my god.
It just has. It's nice to get this
So-
off my chest.
Yeah, now we're all prepped, ready for the season. So yeah, we're gonna be probably the next one. Either we'll film a lock and upset right after this, or the first episode will probably be Sunday night, and you guys will see it on Monday. But super excited for this season to start. I mean, week 1's right upon us, and we're gonna see. If the Chiefs screw up against the Chargers, I'll be gung-ho and say Chargers will win the division.
Oh, yeah.
So the overreactions are starting week 1. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, when the
And
Giants beat the Commanders,
When the Giants win the
Yeah.
division,
if the Eagles don't beat the Cowboys by 20 points,
but
that's it. That's it. Cowboys coming.
20.
yeah, then it's
Okay.
a downfall for the Eagles.
I'm telling you, downfall for the Eagles. That's
So we have our
huge red
Our
flag.
first topic is overreactions after week 1.
Dude, the
it'll probably be
NFC
there.
the NFC East debate is going to be heated.
last year
for
I-
week
Yeah.
1.
the way I spoke about Sirianni mid-season, and then we won it. Yeah, no,
He's not doing
passions will-
anything. Anyways, I don't know. It's so annoying. He's the best players, and he's not doing anything, and people give him all the credit. He's not doing anything. It's the players.
Super Bowl hangover, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. We'll talk.
Yeah,
And,
well-
and thank you guys. Like, nice to see you guys talk to you boys. And I know some of the comments that I've seen across all our platforms that people are tuning in. Like, we're excited to thank you guys for listening. The audience, it's so nice to see and hear from you guys again. Can't wait
Yeah,
for this season.
There'll be some changes to the podcast, but still, all four of us back again for another year. Very grateful for each of you guys and grateful for you guys as fans. And thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the Dorn Debate Podcast. If you haven't already, go follow us over on Instagram and on TikTok at Dorn Debate Podcast. And sauce us a subscribe. Oh my gosh, I haven't done it in a while. Down below, we just hit over 5,000 subscribers on the YouTube. So we're going right for 6,000 now. The journey to 6,000 starts today. So thank you guys again so much for watching. And as always, we'll see you guys next week.